neyanze getusime Apollo awebale okubanga otuweereza ne Mutebi Robert okubanga asinzire mutukula kubanga atuwulira kiki ekiri ku boda naye ng'okutereezaamu katono tuli ku boda ye Malaba era omuntu ayinza okwebuuza why Malaba yemu ku boda ekyasinzeeyo okuyitibwako ebyamaguzi ebiyingira eggwanga erya Kenya oba ebiva Kenya okuyita mu Uganda mu East and Central Africa wonna ye boda ekyasinzeeyo obunene n'olwekyo kiba kitukakatako okumanya ebigenda mu maaso mu kiseera kino nga eggwanga erya Kenya ligenda kubanga lionda abakulembeze baabwe olunaku olw'enkya wetwogerera nga wadde mulaba ekiri emutukula wano ku boda eye Malaba emotoka atezo zakendedde nnyo emotoka ezitambuza ebyamaguzi ebyo byonna bitugenda okubanga twogerako era nga omuntu gwengenda okubanga njogerako naye olunaku olwaleero ye chairman akulira bonna bakiriyalinga ebyamaguzi byonna ebiyingira eggwanga erya Kenya era nga yabakulira nyinza okugamba ekibiina kyabwe kye bayita USFA ekya Uganda Clearing Associations Clearing and Forwarding Association agenda kubatubuulira embeera eno saawa zino eryeta weeks nga 2 emabega babadde bakiriyalinga motoka zibadde zenkana zitya omuwendo gwabwe gubadde bwenkana gutya ate olwaleero tulaba zikendedde kivudde ku ki n'ekirala bagenda kusigala nga basuubulagana obanga ebyamaguzi bigenda kusigala nga biyingira Kenya oba bigenda kuyimirizibwako olw'ekiseera ekyokulonda then okulonda bwe kunaggwa ate baddemu byonna agenda kubanga bitubuulira so muzikirize mu kiseera kino ate mwegateko agende maaso yeyanjulira abatulaba then tongere kumanya ensonga zino nga bwe zitambula. So we are live on Soul TV, so I kind of briefly request you to introduce yourself to our viewers who are watching us on Soul TV.
Thank you. I'm called Sireka Peter Namalwa. I'm chairman, Uganda Clearing Industry and Forwarding Association, Malaba branch. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Obviously, people want to know how long have you been in this business before we proceed to talk about Kenya election and whatever.
Clearing I started in 2006 up to now. I'm serving as a customs clearing agent in various capacities. I started as a declarant, but since 2007 I have been in Malaba and I'm a branch manager as well of Maltex Investments. Okay. Yeah, as well as a chairman, USIFA.
Okay. Yeah. So, chairman, as we approach Kenyan election, that is tomorrow, businesses here at the border, how is it moving compared to previous weeks and previous months? How is it moving?
Well, at the moment, business has reduced because some members are anticipating post-election violence, so most of the importers whose trucks are still in Mombasa, they are not willing to release them to Uganda. And secondly, those which are in Uganda, they have packed, and maybe the drivers, Kenyan drivers, will have to transport themselves to go and vote. Then when the situation normalizes is when they will continue with the business. Now, before normally, this border, as you said, in the East and Central, it is the biggest border. We have been having an average of between 500 and 700 trucks for exports. When you look at imports, was between 1,000 and 1,200 trucks. But in the past 2 weeks, we saw a sharp rise in exports and a deduction in imports. The rise in export was that the Ugandan traders and the businessmen were rushing to export what they have. They reach Mombasa before the election period. Now that the election is tomorrow, we have seen most trucks which have gone to Mombasa, they are not coming back until they finish the election, and those ones which are on this side of Uganda, they have also packed. So We have seen also the other side of the border, Mutukula, having an increased number of trucks. Just as you know, for us nowadays we are using the automated system. We have what we call a single customs territory. You can be here, then you raise the entries for loading in Dar es Salaam. We have seen some importers now advising us to raise entries for Tanzania. So when they raise entries for Tanzania, which means we are increasing import via Mutukula, and more so fuel and dry cargo is now passing that side. Yeah.
So are they going to close the border, or business transactions are going to move on like normal days? Because there is a threat that they may close the borders, and people with some goods like perishable commodities may also end up losing their businesses.
Yeah, the border cannot close unless if there is a strike. But currently the business is moving on normal, and we can cross to Kenya, we can come back, we can transact. Whichever truck which enters, there are officers to handle on the Kenyan side and the Ugandan side. There is no cause of alarm. As you know, the region is peaceful, and the security agencies are doing their work. Life has to continue, and the border can't close. Whoever has the consignment, the place is peaceful, you can as well continue. You can cross, you can come back. Trucks can move, travelers can also move.
Okay.
Yes.
So what advice would you give to our fellow drivers, the truck drivers and business owners who are fearing to transact business or to do business? Because most of them, they are now waiting for the elections to end, and they continue with their businesses. They have a threat. Do you have any message you would deliver to them?
At the moment, I can tell them everything, like when we come to the issue of campaigns in Kenya, they have been generally peaceful, because we have been following the reports from Kenyan media houses when they are reporting from all counties. Everything has moved on well, and people are saying even in a full county they have not even used even a single tear gas or live ammunition, which means if majority of those counties are saying that the campaign has been peaceful, which means we are also anticipating a peaceful election. And business has to move on. Members should not get worried. For trucks which are here, we have our security agencies who are taking care of, and you are a team. And for us as people who are in the leadership of the clearing fraternity, we are also watching and following the developments. So far it is so good.
So we have also to look at post-elections. As clearing agents, are you well enough prepared to handle the situation?
After elections?
After elections, yes.
Yeah, we are more prepared, because, as I said, some trucks are still in Mombasa, some containers. They have that fear. We are anticipating after election to have more consignments coming in Uganda, and that is our pleasure. We are ready, members are ready to work, and that is why we are here, to serve the nation.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you communicate, do you talk to Kenyan authorities and you people, the clearing agent from here in Uganda, to handle this situation, working together as authorities?
Yes, we do have more. So there is what we call one-stop border post, whereby we have a combination of officers. If you can move to migration, you will see this desk is for a Ugandan migration officer, this one is for a Kenyan migration officer. URL like that. even for us, we do interact, and if there is a problem, we have to cross, and we have meetings. We always interact with them, and nothing much. We are now looked at as one country.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have your clients here in Uganda, but who are Kenyans, who are going tomorrow for voting? Does it even affect your business?
There are many. There are many who have gone for elections, but as I told you, this at one stop border post, business is continuing. There are some officers whom they have put on standby, like on Kenyan side, Ugandan side, work is moving on. There is no fear of anything. The good thing, we have peaceful environment. We can work 24/7 in Malaba without any problem. And if there is any problem, we solve it as Malaba community. We have the numbers for those people who are concerned, be it security agencies, URI official, and other agencies. We report, and we can even be helped where necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as we wind up, do you have any special message that you offer or you give to your fellow staff members from Kenya and Uganda, since we are voting tomorrow? Kenyans are going to vote tomorrow. Obviously, you know, there is that panic in business sector, in business section, that there might be an outbreak. But since you've been here for a long time and you've been monitoring, do you have any special message you give to your fellows?
No. First of all, leaders come, leaders go. And now we have to believe in ourselves. Election will have to come and will have to end. There is no cause of alarm. The one who succeeds is the one whom we are going to work with. There is no need of harming yourself because your candidate has not gone through. Business has to continue. On the side of our business community, if your consignment is in Malaba, it is in safe hands. If there is a challenge, we have numbers. For me, at any time, if there is a challenge, I can call any office and I can enter any office if there is a challenge. And these people, that is the way how we are working. Even regional manager I can raise, even commissioner, these people are very, very helpful to us. Even security agencies, they know how critical this area is. In the case of any challenge, you see that it affects the whole country. So we just work hand in hand with all the agencies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thank you so much, Mr. Sireka Peter Namarwa, the chairman, Uganda Clearing Industry and Forwarding Association. I thank you for giving us your time, and we pray that all goes well, because Kenyans are voting tomorrow.
Yes.
So everybody is praying that all goes well, and of course, as social media, we shall be live to give you all the updates from all the corners. My name is Godfred Mebaze. Let me take you back to the studio.